Today's horoscope, Sagittarius May 10th, 2025. Discover your future with my daily horoscope for you about love, work, health, money and compatibility with other signs. The moon spends today in your sector of hopes and wishes, and your sense of community is stronger than usual. Your social life grabs your attention, and networking stirs your feelings. You are more emotionally invested in your friendships, happiness goals, and close relationships today than usual, and it benefits you to pay a little more attention or heart to these matters. You can feel nice friendship vibes and kinship now. Still, as the day advances, your timing might be a bit off as you're not sure whether to go forward with a project or pursue a desire. Feelings of guilt or the need to take care of others can prevent you from doing what you want to do, and while you're itching to experience new things, a private matter or a self-limiting attitude can keep you on the fence. It may be better to slow down and replan. Whenever mighty Jupiter visits an air or fire sign, you are especially pleased. This is because the universe feels as if it's perfectly aligned with you in almost every way. This also profoundly amplifies your ability to radiate your innate magnetism and improves your personal and romantic life, too. Currently, with Jupiter orbiting in the high skies of mutable air sign Gemini, the human collective is going to be more social and exuberant. This is an excellent time to turn a friend into a lover or to meet a new option through your network and acquaintances. Online dating or through apps has also peaked more than usual. The finish line is rapidly approaching on your project. Don't let any last-minute hurdles slow you down. You still have untapped strength. Use it to leap over complications and never look back. You should notice that things bear little resistance today. Not that you mind intensity, but it's very important that you drink a lot of water in order to temper the emotional expansion of the day's energy. On an imperceptible energetic level, you are being tested, and it's critical that you stay present. Drinking water will help you keep your emotional self lubricated. Trust me. Take time to consider your faith and belief systems today. Consider whether or not you're comfortable with your current lifestyle and religious choice. Don't hesitate to explore some of the other options there are, as a day rich in your own vibration is conducive to this kind of expansion. If you are not entirely certain whether your current system fits you, do some research and find out what other options there are. Just the exploration process may prove satisfying for you. As much as the moon's departure from your career sector yesterday has left you with your professional instincts sharp and as the only visit while the sun is in your work sector, this has left you with a download of information and insight to unpack. This is still early days. Both Venus and Mars have been held back by retrograde phases, something that will have big implications next month. Still 4 weeks away from your work sector, Venus will be late to return, but with Mars finally returning to your career sector next month, with perfect timing. This allows you to pace yourself, knowing that this year you are running a marathon and not a sprint. By the time Venus retrograde back out of your romantic sector at the end of March, she had been here for nearly 2 months and 8 days after returning. She is showing no signs and leaving and won't for another 4 weeks. Considering that the planet of love will normally only spend 24 days here each year, this is giving the spirit of romance some serious support. Especially with Venus drawing closer to Mars, the planet of passion in an adventurous part of your chart. Daily Planetary Overview. Today, the cosmic skies are relatively calm. The stars aren't making much noise, and that in itself is a message worth paying attention to. When the celestial energy is quiet, it's often a gentle invitation to slow down and reconnect with yourself, your rhythm, and the pace of your life. You may not feel particularly driven to launch into a big project, have a major conversation, or take a leap into the unknown, and that's perfectly okay. Not every day needs to be about movement. Some days are for grounding, for integrating, for breathing. If you've been feeling a bit scattered lately, or like you've been running from one task to the next without much time to reflect, consider this your cosmic permission slip to pause. Return to the basics. Today is ideal for getting back into your routine, not just out of habit, but as an act of self-respect. Re-establish the habits that nourish your body and spirit. Whether that means meal prepping, tidying up your space, journaling, meditating, or even just getting to bed a little earlier. These small acts are the foundation of your well-being. Take a moment to reflect on all the effort you've put in over the last few weeks. Maybe you've been grinding at work, showing up for others in your life, or pushing yourself toward a personal goal. Even if it hasn't always felt glamorous or acknowledged, know this: your efforts haven't gone unnoticed. You may begin to see the fruits of your labor emerging now in subtle but deeply validating ways. A word of praise, a moment of appreciation, or even the internal satisfaction of knowing you followed through on something important. These small recognitions are deeply meaningful. Allow them to build your confidence and remind you that your consistency matters. This subtle but steady energy is also perfect for nurturing your relationships. Because your energy is more settled today, you might notice that your ability to connect with others comes more naturally. Your presence feels grounded and calming to those around you. When you speak, people listen not because you're louder, but because your energy is more aligned and authentic. That kind of calm leadership rooted in empathy, not ego, is incredibly magnetic. If there's a friend you've lost touch with or someone who's been on your mind, this is a beautiful time to reach out, reconnect, and strengthen the bonds that truly matter. You might also notice moments of intuitive clarity today. Even though there's no dramatic celestial shift happening, there's something about the stillness that helps you hear your inner voice more clearly. Pay attention to the nudges, the quiet observations, or the gentle changes in your environment. Sometimes, it's in the quietest moments that the most meaningful shifts begin. However, a word of gentle caution: this tranquil vibe doesn't necessarily extend to every area of life. Financially, things may feel a little uncertain today. If someone offers you an investment tip that seems too good to be true, or you feel pressure to spend on something you're unsure about, trust your instincts. Not all advice will be in your best interest, and some people may be acting out of self-serving motives rather than genuine care. Be discerning. You don't need to make any big money moves right now. Today is more about preserving what you have rather than chasing something new. It's also worth being mindful of your energy. You may have more motivation than you've had in a while, especially if you've recently been feeling drained or off your game. There could be a renewed drive pushing you to recommit to your physical health. If so, embrace it. Maybe it's the perfect day to stretch a little further in your workout, go for that long walk, or even try something new that challenges your body and refreshes your spirit. On the flip side, if you feel tired, don't push through for the sake of productivity. Listen to your body, and if it's asking for gentleness, honor that. A sauna, a hot bath, a massage, or even just a few quiet minutes in nature might be exactly what you need to restore your balance. The bottom line today? It's not about dramatic change. It's about conscious recalibration. Use this cosmic lull to recenter, reflect, and restore. Your inner compass is pointing you toward stability, and the beauty of that is often overlooked in a world that constantly chases the next big thing. Sometimes, the greatest growth happens in the spaces between our busiest moments, in the stillness where we remember who we are and what we truly value. So take a breath. Take your time. And if you're feeling inspired, I'd love to hear from you. What's one simple habit or routine that always helps you feel balanced? Have you noticed any quiet victories or moments of clarity recently? Share in the comments and let's support one another in finding peace in the pause.